Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 4 of Wrenched. We are currently on Wrenched episode 4 round 1. We've got 4 new competitors and this is a very special Wrenched episode. We've got a handful of mod developers and some famous YouTubers here that are going to be playing in the Wrenched challenge because we are donating for the Child's Play charity marathon, the QubeTubers event, which occurred this past weekend. The event raised a whole ton of money for the Child's Play charity, so we're going to live stream this episode of Wrenched. However, we ran into some technical difficulties with some unfavorable people who decided to do some attacks on the stream while we were going to do this. So unfortunately, we were unable to live stream it. But I promised the people that we would have the competitors in here for the challenge. So without further ado, I'm going to get ready to introduce our 4 competitors for Wrenched episode 4. All right, guys, here we go. All right, our very first competitor is Craft, maker of the Logistics Pipes mod, and also a very cool guy. He's currently maintaining Buildcraft. So, hey, Craft, how's it going?
I'm doing good.
Good, man. Thanks for coming on. I know it's like super late your time, so I appreciate you hanging out with us and doing some Wrenched.
Yeah, it's for the children.
Oh, yeah. Which color are you picking, by the way? Green?
I'm gonna go with blue.
Ooh, very good choice. Good choice. Good choice. All right. Coming up next, we have a famous YouTuber, somebody who hangs out on here a lot, and a lot of people are fans of him. Let's welcome Odadex. Come on out, Odadex. Hey, man. How's it going?
Hey, man. How are you?
So you judged Wrenched last episode. How do you feel to be a competitor now?
I'm afraid.
Very cool. All right. Well, speaking of a prior judge, we've got Pahimar with us, currently maintaining Equivalent Exchange and working on Equivalent Exchange 3. Come on out, Pahimar. Nice. So you also were a judge on a prior episode, and you're on fire, so that's not a good way to start this.
How's it going, Direwolf?
Pretty good, man. Is this a sign of things to come, you being on fire?
As long as Craft's not near me, I guess.
Very cool, man. And then our 4th contestant here, we held an auction during the live stream event, and we said we'd auction off a chance to be in this Wrenched marathon with us. This is X Thomason X. He donated a huge amount of money, I believe over $300 throughout the event. So X Thomason, way to go, man. Come on out.
Hello, Dyer.
Hey, man, thank you very much for your generous donations over the course of the weekend. You did some awesome stuff for us, and we are very happy to have you here as a competitor on Wrenched.
Yeah, nice to meet you guys, too.
Cool. So I'm going to get situated here. We're about to show off the mystery items, but before we do that, I want to cover the rules. So I'll be back in just a moment to go over that.
Good.
All right, and here we are on Wrenched, episode 4, round 1. Before we take a look in the mystery chests to find out what ingredients these 4 competitors need to build with, let's go over the ground rules. We have these platforms set up here, and you're allowed to build anywhere on the stone, but you cannot build on the lights. So the darkened stone is valid. Inside your mystery chests, you will find 4 mystery items that you have to build with, and you have to use them to build some kind of cool contraption. You have a resource pool of all vanilla resources and some mod resources down here in our crystal chest area, as well as some oil, water, and lava available for you. You've got 30 minutes on our timer there to build something really cool and impressive using the 4 mystery items. You'll be judged at the end of the round on creativity, in other words, how creative you got with the items. You'll be judged on aesthetics, in other words, how nice your machine looks. And finally, you'll be judged on functionality and how functional the machine is and how well it does what it was designed to do. We've got some judges that we'll be introducing in just a moment, but if you guys are ready, we can go ahead and open up our mystery chests. And Wrenched, episode 4, round 1. Your mystery chest items are a regulator from Red Power 2, an apiary from Forestry, redstone pneumatic tubing, and wooden gears. 30 minutes is on the clock, and your time starts now. All right, guys, there we go.
Yeah,
Cool. So the clock is working now, and we are off. So our contestants are starting to get their items out of the shared collection of resources down here. They've got some pretty interesting items to work with. How about I go up into the judges booth and start introducing our judges, and we even have a couple guest spectators here today. So everybody head up to the Wrenched blimp, and we'll get into the commentators area. Awesome. All right, so let's head into the wrenched blimp here and check out who our judges are for tonight. Judge number 1 is Slowpoke 101. Hey, Slowpoke, how's it going?
Hey, Direwolf, how are you, man?
Oh man, you judged a lot of these wrenched competitions so far. How did you feel the mystery chest ingredients worked out for us tonight?
I think they're looking really good, and I'm super excited to see what the mod developers and Thomason come up with. It's really looking good.
Oh yeah, we've got some interesting items coming up. Next up, we've got Vot, aka Tog. How's it going, Tog?
Hey,
Hey, what did you think of those crazy items we gave them in the first round?
I don't know. That's think it's doable.
Oh yeah.
Easier than some rounds, but
Well, we definitely want to see creativity if they find it easy. That's the goal.
yep.
And then our final judge here is Covert Jaguar, author of the Railcraft mod. Hey, Covert, how's it going?
Hello, going good.
Cool. So, what did you think of those neat old items down there?
I have no idea what I would build with them.
And we've also got 2 special guests, Tom V, and Muggs is around here somewhere. There he is. He's hiding in the corner with a little bit of an Enderman skin. Hey, Muggs, how's it going? Tom V, how are you?
Hello.
These guys donated during our live stream for the Child's Play charity during the QubeTubers live stream. We auctioned off the opportunity to come in as special co-commentators. They're going to hang out with us for the course of the evening and just spend some time with us. And that's kind of their prize for being awesome and donating to Child's Play. So thank you very much, guys, for your donations as well.
No, it's for a good thing, so no problem.
Cool. Tom V,
Indeed.
anything you want to say about yourself or shout out?
Not really. Just,
No problem.
Just I'm the developer of Bucket Filler, so check it out.
Oh, what's that?
Bucket Filler.
Oh, Bucket Filler. Awesome. Yep, we'll have to get a link to that mod on the description of this video.
Have you not seen it yet, Dyer?
I know there was a Bucket Filler mod. Is it a new one? I thought the Bucket Filler that we used in the past was no longer being maintained.
No, there's a new one, and yeah, it's quite cool.
Awesome. Yeah, we're going to have to check that out. And then the Mugs, how are you, man?
I'm good. Just yeah, I'm good.
Cool. All right. Well, looks like we've already had a few minutes start to tick away on our clock down there. Let's go down and get close to it so it refreshes. Oh, yeah, 26 minutes remain, a little bit more than 27. I think what we're going to do is switch over to the wrenched judges room so that the contestants here can't hear us talking about them. And then we'll be back in a moment. All right, guys, so we're in the wrenched judges room. We got about 25 and a half minutes left here. Let's take a look around. Looks like Kraft over on the blue platform has already placed his apiary. I wonder if he's got anything in there. Oh, not yet. Now, for those of you new to the stream or might not be familiar with the apiary, it is a forestry item that allows you to deal with bees. And we did give them beehives in their chest. We didn't give them bees, but we gave them beehives. So they're going to have to go ahead and craft their own scoop to get the different bees out of there. And one thing we do have in each of the private chests for the competitors is an item called, right over here, they've got the imprinter. Now what this item allows you to do, it's a cheating item from forestry. It's not available in the game without using NEI or cheat mode or anything like that. But if you do spawn it in, it allows you to completely change the type of bee that you have. So your basic plan here is that you can, change the bee to be however you want. Yep, that sounded funny. So I think this is the first time we've had bees on the in the mystery chest ingredients. Isn't that right, Slowpoke?
It is, and I'm actually loving these 4 items. I can't wait to see, because straight off the top of my head, the regulator can be used in at least 2, maybe 3 different ways on these builds here.
Yep.
And I'm really looking forward to seeing which way they go, whether they use them as item detectors directly hooked up to the apiary, or they use them as detectors for items that are already in a piping system. Go either way.
Yep. So the regulator, for those of you who may not be aware, is an item that's a very complex item in Red Power 2. It allows you to regulate the number of items and items going into an adjacent inventory. So basically on the left side here, you tell it what items come in. The middle slide of the regulator, the middle slot here, is your buffer. So it kind of stores items that need to go into an adjacent inventory. And on the right side, you tell it how many items to keep in that adjacent inventory. So you could put, maybe 5 iron at a time goes in, and once you get up to 15 or 20 iron, you can put it on the right side here, and it'll emit a redstone signal when it's full, preventing any more items from coming into the regulator. So the regulator will be preventing more than a certain number of items. So that's how the regulator works, and it's because we gave them redstone pneumatic tubing, I think we're kind of encouraging them to use, Red Power 2 as their transport system of choice, but then we also gave them some wooden gears. So hopefully that allows them to, wooden gears are the base item within forestry and buildcraft, so you can pretty much build almost any forestry or buildcraft item using wooden gears.
I'm pretty sure we're going to see 2 transport systems.
Yeah, that's kind of the goal, is to say, like, all right, let's see if you guys can put Buildcraft and Red Power 2 together to do 2 different things, within the same build. So we've got a redstone engine over here on Craft's build. He's already started to pump some stuff out of his apiary. Yep, that looks pretty cool. Now, the interesting thing is that the biome is pretty important for us right now. We are in, I believe, a plains biome everywhere. Is that true?
I believe it is.
We should be, yes.
Oh, wait, no. Looks like
Oh, no.
taiga in some
Taiga.
spots.
Tiger, plains. I think all the platforms are in.
Yep, there's some plains over on the green side and the yellow side. So you know what? I think we should just leave it as it is and leave it up to the players to make sure that they know what biome they're in. Oh yeah, there is plains on all the platforms. That's good. All right, so now we're good. Taiga on the outside, but plains within the platforms themselves. Cool. We did fix that, I remember.
Yeah. I'm really hoping here, and I'm sure, I don't know if everybody else has figured this out yet, but with the regulators transporting or emitting a redstone signal and the long crafting time of the apiaries, it's a perfect way to say.
You cut off at the end there.
Oh, sorry. It's a perfect way for you to turn your engines on and off to withdraw items from the thing, is just powering it from the regulator.
That's true. It absolutely is. Now, it looks like Pahimar has been working on some equivalent exchange stuff. I saw him. He's already got a transmutation tablet here, and his project table at the moment looks empty, but I wonder if I can see what's going on in the transmutation table. Nope, can't. So, yeah, we've got some things going on here. He also has a large amount of redstone and glowstone in his chest here, his little private chest, so that looks neat. And they've got a little bit more than 21 minutes remaining here. We're about to hit the 21-minute mark. There we go. Yep. So they've got almost a third of this match is already completed. Looks like X Thomason X, our donator for Child's Play, has hooked up. Oh yeah, he's got some redstone pneumatic tubes coming out of the side of the apiary, but he doesn't have any machines there to pull items out. So I'm interested to see what he does. But he does have a forest queen in there, which is cool. And Odadeck's doing some stuff over here. He's got dirt and, yep, he's got, looks like an infinite water source going on. Pretty cool.
Guessing it may be a combo gen? I'm not sure what he's up to with that. May just
not
be
sure.
may just be a water source.
Yep. Now all these competitors should know that they need to have flowers next to their apiary if they want them to run.
This is true, but hopefully
looks like a
they will know
pump.
this.
And Pahimar's still working away. He's got his apiary down. Nothing in it yet, though. So, Covert, are you familiar at all with the apiary or the
Oh
these
yeah,
items that you got?
I've done my share of beekeeping.
What would you build with these kind of items? Any ideas spring to mind?
Oh, maybe an auto breeder or something.
Auto breeder is not a bad idea, to be honest with you. Oh, Craft placing down a diamond pipe just off the wooden pipe of his apiary, and he does have his flower down, so that's good. Pahimar did spend a little bit of time getting his transmutation tablet, and he worked on building some obsidian back there. So I'm hoping he didn't hurt himself by spending too much time trying to get some equivalent exchange items. Yep. Still trying to figure out what Odadex is doing here. He's got an interesting plan, it seems. And oh boy, less than 19 minutes remain. Yes, time goes by very quickly on the wrenched map, guys. And you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I want to try a little bit of a different thing before. I'd like to pull in the competitors throughout the course of the competition and just hear them talk about what they think. If they, just a brief commentary. Hopefully we won't interrupt them from their builds too much. What do you think about that, Slowpoke?
Yeah, just do one at a time, maybe.
All right, you want to drag Craft in for me?
Yeah, okay.
User left your channel.
Yeah, guys, looks like Craft has some cool stuff happening.
User was moved to your channel. User joined your channel.
Hey,
Hey, Craft, how's it going? We're going to get a little bit of eyes and ears from the competitors. Wanted to see what you think of these mystery basket items and what your thoughts are on your build.
Well, my thoughts are that you're an extremely evil person, and I have no idea what I'm doing.
Cool. Well, you've only got about a little bit more than 17 minutes left, so you better get into gear.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. Oh, very cool. All right, Tog, you want to swap them out for the next competitor? Let's get Odadex in here.
okay, I'm going to call Craft's bluff on that, though, because he knows exactly what he's doing when it comes to bees. So,
Yes, he is. But he's used to
Yes.
having logistics
User
pipes.
left your channel.
right, who did we want in next?
Odadex?
Okay, I will swap them over then.
User was moved out of your channel. User left your channel.
Looks like Odadex setting up a pump for an...
User was moved to your
yeah,
channel.
looks cool.
User
Hey,
joined
Odadex,
your
how's it
channel.
going?
User joined your channel.
Bad.
Oh, boy. Yep, we wanted to try and pull in some of the competitors and hear their thoughts on the mystery items. And, what did you think of this mystery chest?
I actually have an idea in my head. The problem is I have a problem executing it because unless there is a way to get flowers, which I'm not aware of. Oh, actually, I know how to get flowers. All right, so I got everything sorted. Now I just need more time. I have a
Okay.
problem of time.
I'm actually a pump.
Yeah, I'm seeing a pump there. Yep. And then, all right, let's swap him out for Pahimar.
Yeah, go ahead, son.
User was moved out of your channel.
Just before we bring Par in, has anybody got any ideas for this pump?
Actually, no. I have no idea what he's doing.
And Mudge, vanish again, please.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Yep. Definitely no idea what he's got going on the
I'm
pump.
completely confused. Why on earth would you need a pump?
I have no idea.
Okay, so Palmer.
Sure.
User left your channel.
Oh boy. Looks like Pahimar has a lot of work ahead of him.
User was moved to your channel. User joined your channel.
There you go.
Pahimar, how are you liking these mystery chest ingredients?
I had a plan and now it's up in the air.
Uh-oh. Yeah, man, you look like you might be a little bit behind. I saw you spend a lot of time building the transmutation tablet.
My plan was to actually use a hopper, but we don't have BC3, so I can't use hoppers.
Oh, yes. Sorry about that. Only Buildcraft 2 on here at the moment. All right, man. Well, I wish you the best of luck. You've got about 15 minutes left here, so you've got to hurry it up. All right, let's swap out for X Thomas in there, Slowpoke.
Okay, cool.
User was moved out of your channel. Left your channel.
And X Thomason, he's got some interesting builds here. Now remember, X Thomason donated a good amount of money here to join this competition. He donated over $300 for the Child's Play charity, and there he is. Thomason, how's it going, man?
Not too great.
Uh-oh. These are some pretty challenging items, I'm sorry to say.
No, the others were okay, but the API really set me out here.
Uh-oh. So, yep, API is the one sticking you in the side, huh?
Yes, you can say so.
All right, Slowpoke, you can go ahead and drag him back to the wrench room, and it looks like Odadex needs to be brought back into the wrench room as well.
Okay, good luck, Thomas.
Cool,
Yeah.
thank you, Thomason. Tog, what are you thinking here? What's all this crazy stuff going on?
Well, it's hard to say. It looks like Odadex didn't realize we
Oh,
provided...
not in here,
Oh, sorry,
Slowpoke.
okay. Sorry, wrong group. Nice try.
User
Yep.
was moved out of
But
your
yeah, you're
channel.
right, Tog. Odadex didn't realize we supplied them with flowers in one of the chests.
But he did find bones, so he managed, anyway, to get flowers.
He did. That was a very creative way to solve a problem that he created himself.
To be fair, I actually didn't know we actually included flowers. You should probably
I
check
looked in
those
the
out.
chest and I could only find yellow flowers.
Yeah.
Yep,
Thinking somebody
that'll
took
do
all the
though.
red
Yellow
ones.
flowers will do. Somebody might have grabbed all the red flowers, but yep, we do have yellows in there.
You know, bone meal and bones is a fairly easy way to get flowers. We don't really need it in there, do we?
Nope, it's all right to leave it in there. I'm not opposed to having it in
Okay.
there, but yeah, it's a good alternative.
And redstone engines on a pump is a good way to use gears, but I'm not sure why you'd use water. You know, normally, I mean, my first thought would have been to use it like on an item pump,
Right.
but you know, for pulling items out. But be interesting to see what happens.
Oh, yeah. I'm starting to wonder if I gave them too challenging of a set of items here. Looks like Craft has something going on, though.
Yeah, this pump has me completely confused.
Yep. I would like to have seen Craft using an insertion pipe here on his apiary, but maybe he'll change that, maybe not. It's functional still. Pahimar just getting his redstone engines hooked up. He's got 4 redstone engines? Wow, okay. I'm not sure why he's got 4 redstone engines on the top of this thing.
How many centrifuges have we got on the map so far? Is it just one?
Do we have one even?
Craft has a centrifuge.
Craft does? Alright, yeah, then you are correct, sir. Just one.
I'm not sure. I was thinking things like the apiary were smart enough that they wouldn't, that stuff couldn't go in anyway, and so he doesn't really need the pipe, but could be wrong on that.
No, I think he does, actually. I think he needs an insertion pipe. I mean, it's a possibility items might fall on the ground. It's probably not the end of the world. But an insertion pipe would be a little bit more efficient in that scenario. Looks like Pahimar putting some wood around his flower box. So, that's cool. Very nice.
I don't think the output of the apiary is sufficient to worry about dropping items.
It might, because it'll be sending all the bees that direction. So, we'll have some excess bees showing up and might be dropping. It's not a big deal. It's minor, but
in a real-world situation, you would have an insertion pipe.
The top spot is the queen bee, and that's generally going to be full. But
That's
yeah,
right.
I don't really remember how it works. If it attempts to put items that can't fit in the slot or not.
It's intelligent about how it puts the items in, so it'll put the right items in the right slots regardless of where you pump them in. It's just that if there's already an item in the slots and it's full, then it might bounce them into the ground. It's just, and it's also going to be random.
It bounces them on the ground if it tries to send too many at once down the pipe.
Yep. The other issue might be too that because this is a random directional pipe, your princess might head off to the left rather than going into the apiary, because it won't go into the adjacent inventory first.
It's a much bigger concern than dropping items on the ground.
Yep. So we'll have to see how it works out. But yeah, looks like we've got some cool stuff going on here. Ooh, looks like, I see why he needed water. He's got a carpenter over here, Ododex does. Oh, no, wait, it's a centrifuge.
That's a centrifuge.
Oh, why is he pumping water into a centrifuge? He doesn't need that.
Because he doesn't know the mod, I'm guessing. I'm guessing that is a pure mistake.
Could be. And they've got, oh boy, down to the last 10 minutes. Should I go give them a 10-minute warning? I think I should. Slowpoke, do me a favor and drag me, because...
Yes, mate, sorry.
Thanks. And give me like 30 seconds. Hey guys, just want to give you the warning. You've got about 10 minutes remaining. This is your 10-minute warning. There you go, 10 minutes. All right, Slowpoke, let's head back.
You were moved. User joined your channel.
Slowpoke is my right-hand man. I'm telling you, he makes all this possible, guys. Very cool. All right, we've got, oh boy, lots of redstone wiring going on over here. Very interesting. Well, I can see Pahimar's going for aesthetics, that's for sure.
User joined your channel.
Sorry, Dave, they were asking a question as we were going out. I just wanted to add.
Oh, cool. Yep, looks like Pahimar's going for aesthetics. I'm interested to see if he can manage to accomplish functionality too, though, because that is an important part of it.
They've been looking for the APRS pipe.
Oh, yeah, no, not available in this BuildCraft 2.x, right? Nope. So the unfortunate part here is these guys are so familiar with the mods, they're used to the later version of BuildCraft, so they're a little bit stuck in the fact that they're only on BuildCraft 2.x on the server, but that's because 3.x isn't public yet, so Craft has only himself to blame.
Now I'm starting to get really curious about what Thomason's got.
Oh, yeah? Oh boy, yeah, he does have some stuff going on here. What is this?
I know what he's doing or trying to do.
He's got some deployers and a block breaker. Okay.
He's gonna put beehives in the deployers.
Oh, I don't know if that'll work.
It won't.
You know what? Scoops, right? No, you have to left click with them to the scoops to break the beehive. That's an interesting concept, actually. That gets points for creativity. I don't know if it'll work.
That really gets points. Even if this doesn't work, it's still because it should work.
Well, it won't, I don't think, because you need
No.
to use you have to use the scoop to break a beehive. But you know, if it doesn't, I mean, still creativity points. That's nothing I would have ever considered to do.
I like that.
Yeah. Oh, we've got the regulator down over here. He's got a honeycomb in the centrifuge. All right, interesting. Still not sure what's up with the water build, but again, I think that was just a mistake.
Hasn't he?
Yeah.
He has made a fundamental.
Yep. Over here to Pahamar's red platform, we've got definitely aesthetically pleasing, but I'm not seeing a lot of functionality yet. And it looks like they've got how much time left?
7, is it?
Oh yeah, a little bit more than 7 minutes. So yeah, he's got to get going on that.
Stuff in now. He is adding some stuff in.
Oh, look at Thomason, man. He's got this. I think he's ready to test this little thing. I'm curious. I want to see him test it to see if it works. Oh yeah, looks like he had the scoop out ready to break the beehives, but I don't know if he tried the block breaker yet. Pretty interesting. Odadex over here, he's got a little bit of work cut out for him still. Wonder what he's working on. Let's check out its project table. Building some chests. And Covert and Tog, feel free to jump in at any point.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm somewhat confused on most of them right now.
You're always confused.
Looks like Kraft is the one who clearly knows these mods.
Yep, I'm interested to see what he's doing with the regulator, though, because I'm not sure if it works the way he's doing it, and he's also got it facing the wrong way.
Yeah, this regulator doesn't actually need to be here. Is he trying to use it as a buffer more than anything else?
He might be. I'm not sure.
He's trying to switch from a buildcraft pipe into a regulator. Not into a regulator, into a pneumatic tube.
Yep, and I don't think it works the way he has it going, because I don't think it works in line like that. I mean, it won't, keep a certain number of items through.
It would be interesting. Again, it's a very creative idea if it is that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what that's what she designed the relay for, right?
Yep, that's correct. The relay. Oh, it looks like we've got a large amount of progress over here on Pahamar's side. He's got the regulator set up next to a chest. Okay, cool. And some redstone pneumatic tubing coming out the side of that. So, yep. I hope these guys know that it's very important to at least get all of their stuff down that they can. Ooh, oh, I see. Odadex is hooking up his regulator to a coal supply. Look at that. He's going to keep one piece of coal in the steam engine at all times. That's pretty creative. I like that. Very cool. And Thomason over here has a pretty complex machine going on. What is going on here? Oh boy. He's got a stack of forest hives that get pulled out with a transposer to a deployer. I'm not sure if he's tested the block breaker bit yet. I'm interested to see if that works. I'm thinking it might not, but still, cool. Oh, and he's got a forest drone and a forest princess in his regulator.
Isn't that a transposer underneath?
Is it a transposer?
Yeah.
Is it a transposer or a block breaker? I guess you're right. I think it is. Yeah. It might be a transposer. So I can see him having two deployers, maybe one to be the scoop and one to be, putting down the item, which is creative, but I don't know if the scoop will work like that. I'm pretty sure it needs to be left-clicked to break the item.
Yeah.
See, that's what we have to bug Alaram for next, is an item that left-clicks blocks for us.
Yeah. Like, we haven't been doing that for months already, Dyer.
Yeah, probably true. So these guys don't have too much time left, by the way. They are down to a little under 4 minutes, it looks like. Oh, 3.5. All right. Yep. We better let's get up there.
Should we go in there?
Yeah, let's jump up into the wrench room and give them a 3-minute warning, and we'll kind of just.
Are we going to stay in there then?
Yeah, we'll stay in there.
Okay.
User
Cool.
was moved
Thanks.
out of your channel. User left your channel. User was moved out of your channel. You were moved. User was
Hey guys, we wanted to give you the heads up that you've got about 3 minutes left here. So, yep, you've got about 3 minutes to go. So start thinking about finishing up your designs now.
You're not helping there, Wolf.
Oh, I know. I know very well I'm not.
We need countdown music.
No.
High
need
pressure
10 more
countdown
minutes.
music.
Oh my. And I have to AFK for just a moment, guys. I'll be right back.
Okay.
But I'm going to leave the recording going, so go ahead and commentate, and I'll be back in a minute.
It's really cool. It started off as like 4 empty platforms. 4 really creative builds now. Completely different and neat.
Yeah. Seems slightly ironic, though, in my opinion, on the
Yes.
the builds.
Kind of
Maybe
curious
you
what our
know
guests
what.
think.
Maybe
Mugs and-
you know what I'm thinking without me saying.
Yes, I know exactly what you're thinking. Kind of curious what Mugs and Tom think of these. Still around?
Well, some of them won't really work properly, and some have some useless stuff in them.
That's not really a major issue. As long as it's creative, that's the big thing we've always said on this.
Yeah,
Who'd go big for the win?
the Hive deployer I like. If it
Yeah,
worked
but-
properly, that'd be really
That's
nice.
awesome.
But yeah, maybe we can bug Singer about right-clicking beehives with the scoop.
The thing
my.
is, with the extra bees add-on, that would work with one of those hives.
Oh, would it?
Oh, really?
Yeah, with block breakers.
Cool. And guys, we just hit 1 minute remaining, so looks like we got to finish up here.
Okay. Getting tense now.
Oh, yeah. Looks like some cool stuff happening. Oda Dex has a very interesting build.
I have no clue what I'm doing.
I know that
Bahamar as
feel.
well. And we've got this countdown timer. Let me get close to it so it updates. Oh boy.
About 35 seconds. I'll
Yep.
give you a warning.
Very close, guys.
I do like the mechanical giant beehive looking thing, no?
All right. Looks like we're getting down to the wire. And we'll give you a good 10 count. And we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. Competitors, head down to the center platform. Your builds are complete at this point. Go on, go on. Chop, chop, chop.
Oh, God.
I second that.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap up the recording for a second, and we'll be back in a minute for the judging round. We'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, we're back at the end of round 1 of episode 4 of Wrenched. Looks like we had a pretty serious competition here, and we're going to go visit all the competitors and judges. So, competitors, what did you think of those mystery chest ingredients?
Interesting.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hate you.
Nice to know. Nice to know that I'm hated. All right. How about we have Covert Jaguar choose a color first, and we'll head over there and check it out.
Well, why don't we just go green?
Okay, green it is. And if memory serves me correctly, this was Odadex's build.
Yep.
All right, Odadex, go ahead and walk us through your build.
All right. So first you're asking yourself, what's the pump doing? Well, it's doing nothing. After creating the centrifuge, I noticed that, hey, where is the water tank? And I remember that the centrifuge doesn't use water, so that entire thing is pointless. But Basically, I have this apiary here with all those grass blocks and flowers, which I have to manually feed. I have to manually replace the queens and the drones. And whatever output they're making, the honeycombs, I'm placing it here in my centrifuge. And I have the regulator here that should regulate one piece of coal into this steam engine at every time. And a NOT gate, which should tick into transposer, but I didn't have enough time to test it, and it seems to not work as I wanted it to. It basically, that steam engine would power my centrifuge and have some output for me. And that's it.
Very cool. Very nice looking build. So, judges, how did you like it?
I think it. Yeah, it sounds like it should work if the regulator was set up correctly. Unless I am derping as well, but
It might be this redstone tube is getting in the way.
That could be the problem, actually, yeah.
yeah, you shouldn't have had redstone on the tube there.
Yep.
It might be, but I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
Oh, that was redstone tube?
Yeah, I think redstone tubes will transfer between red power machines. They won't transfer to other machines, but they will between any red. So it's like keeping it on and off at the. Yeah, it basically sends the opposite signal of the NOT gate, so it's keeping it on all the time.
Yep, that's correct. I think that is the problem there. I bet if we replace this with a regular pneumatic tube, it might work. But then, of course, you're not having a mystery basket ingredient.
Yep.
All right, very good. Slowpoke, over Jaguar, any comments?
The only comment I think
So
you lost. I think you lost so much time with the pump that.
Yeah, I think the pump did kind of hurt you a little bit here, Ododex. It did wind up killing your time a little bit, and I think without the pump you might have had a little bit more of a complete build. But with that, let's move over to the yellow side and see what's going on over here. Now, this was our donator, our Thomason X, the guy who donated a bunch of money to help out and with the Child's Play charity and to come on here and join us. So, Thomason, go ahead and talk us through your build.
Yeah, I wanted to build a automatic harvester thingy that was gonna put the bees in the apiary and then suck the honeycomb out into an output chest. That's basically it. But I lost some time on the deployer, and I thought there was supposed to be a scoop in it, but it didn't work, so I had to switch it to a block breaker.
yeah, I don't think the block breaker will work either.
Yeah, it does.
It gives you bees?
The quarry does give you bees, so the block breaker would
since
probably
that
work.
chest was in the way, the mystery chest.
Yeah. I don't know what the rules are. I'm moving the mystery chest. DW?
I don't know that we have any rules for that, but you know what we could do?
I mean, because
Now, this is obviously not going to count, but I'm just very interested to see how the machine works if that chest wasn't in the way. So what we just placed there does not count for judging, but go ahead and block break again and let's see how it goes.
Yep, and I would ignore that because we weren't clear. I mean, yeah, you could put a cover. In my opinion, you could have moved the chest too, but we didn't say whether that was allowed or not.
Yep. Now, what's happening right now, by the way, is it's not block breaking because there is a couple of bees in the middle slot of the regulator. I think if you took those bees out of the regulator slot, it would allow the block breaker to function again. Or, you know what, they're also going to have to be in the left slot of the regulator. Other left. There you go. So that's what's happening now.
Definitely for creativity.
That is actually producing bees.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
I'm staggered.
Problem is the apiary doesn't have flowers, but it's a small problem.
Yep. And it does look like the extra bees are getting pumped out the side, but that's not a big deal, really. I mean, if you're manually controlling the block breaker piece. But you're right about the apiary not having flowers.
yep, it's one minor issue. All in all, it looks like a pretty, a few minor things, but conceptually, I think it was a pretty sound build. So yeah, I think he used all the items, or
Yes, he
tried
has,
to anyway.
yeah.
Right?
No, he's used them all. Hold on, where is the apiary? Oh no, it's yeah, he has used them all.
Yeah, missing a couple little things. I mean, you had the corner there and the flowers, but
And I don't think the bees will actually go into any useful location in the apiary.
All right.
No, they actually attempt to go into the left-hand slots before they go into the right-hand slots.
Only if you're...
I just took them out of the left hand, so let's see what happens.
I don't think tubes will do that.
Oh yeah, the tubes do appear to be putting them in the
Yeah.
side. Yep. All right, well,
Yeah.
minor details, but that's for the judges to think about. Let's move on to the blue platform. And that was Craft's build. So we're going to let everybody walk over and be right back. All right, guys, and we're back on the blue side. Craft, go ahead and talk us through your build.
Well, for starters, I have the apiary set up for supposedly automatic reproduction. Apparently, it kind of got bugged. There used to be bees in there.
And I can tell you, you probably should have used an insertion
So,
pipe on
yeah,
top of the...
my bad.
You know what? You should probably have used the insertion pipe on top of the apiary, because it's random
Yeah.
going left and down. So some of your princesses and drones might be heading left before they head down.
Yeah, you would think I would know that.
You would think.
Maybe.
Yep, but that's okay.
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
sure why we
Continue
should
along.
think that, but
If that would work, at least the diamond pipe would, instead of apiary's pipe, which I lacked, the diamond pipe would separate the honeycombs and push it down into the centrifuge, which would centrifuge it. And this block here, I have never actually used before, so the regulator. I thought it needed power, by the way.
No.
Nope.
This was supposed to send the honey further along to the squeezer, which would squeeze it, and I would be able to collect delicious liquid honey here.
Cool. Very good. All right, judges.
I'm not sure you can actually attach pipes to the regulator like that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. What you would use there is a relay for future reference. Yeah, I know you need to use a regulator somewhere, but it doesn't really work like that.
I looked up the recipe for a relay and decided that there's no way I'm gonna be able to make that in time.
A transposer and some piping in between the Buildcraft pipe and the regulator would have worked as well. And a transposer is not all that hard to make.
no.
Yep. All right, sounds good. So let's head over to the red platform here, unless Slowpoke or Cobra had anything to say.
No, I mean, when it comes to it, we're going to have a problem with the regulator because it's not been used. More than that, the principle of the build is perfectly sound. It would work
Cool.
when it with it.
All right. So, Pahimar, tell us what you've got going here.
Well, first let me get the bees mating again.
Cool. Sounds good. Yep. And you're allowed to, kickstart some things like that in the judging round.
So my original plan got kiboshed when we found out that there wasn't an apiary's pipe, as well as I was actually hoping for a hopper to begin with. I've been a little spoiled with BC3.
Oh yeah.
So the original plan was actually to have an automated system that would breed bees, filter out the honeycombs, and squeeze it, but also populate the apiary as well, similar to what Kraft tried to do there. In the end, I adapted it into making it look like there's an apiary at the base of a tree trunk that brings up bees and honeycombs into the top chest. A transposer pulls out the items that get fed into a regulator. The regulator is attempting to put the honeycomb into the chest below it. So it's supposed to filter out the honeycomb.
Gotcha. All right, judges.
I have a question, Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it looks like an elephant?
It does.
It definitely does.
That design is not intentional.
Cool.
It's not just me, it does look like an elephant, yeah?
No, absolutely it does.
So I'm thinking one thing is that your transposer can bind up if it pulls out something that is not a honeycomb. Pretty sure.
That's entirely possible. I had no time to test the regulator. I basically just threw it up there in an orientation I thought would work and just went with
I
it.
don't think it will. I don't think the regulator will accept anything except honeycomb, so the transposer won't try and send it.
I have combs down here if you'd like me to put them up top and test.
Yeah, I'm just interested. The regulator itself, I think, is fine now.
I'm also not seeing the redstone wire get a redstone pulse, unless that's just a visual bug.
That's a visual bug.
Yeah, it is getting.
So it's not pulling the honeycomb by the look of it, so the transposer very well could be jammed.
It probably is jammed with a bee right now.
Permission to break it, give it a try?
If you put a chest on this block here.
Yeah, see that will work. If you put it past the regulator, then it should go into the regulator first, and then, yeah.
Oh, he beat me to it. Yeah, you did see a bee drop out, it looks like. Yep, see the bees are going into there.
And so is the honeycomb. You would
Right, just because of the way I put the
honeycomb
chest.
is going 50-50, yeah.
Yep.
Now the regulator was fine. It was perfectly set up.
Which is indicated because we got the honeycomb down there, but yeah.
It's possible the bee ended up in there before he got the regulator set up correctly.
No. Could be. What happens if you get rid of the chest and try another bee?
Yep, I'm pretty sure it'll jam the machine if you try and put a bee
yeah,
through.
I'm pretty sure too.
I'm still breaking the chest.
Really?
There we go. Because I was flying and using the wrong tool.
And not in creative mode.
Is there anything?
Yeah, it's jammed it.
Yeah. All right, well, judges, I think we have some things to discuss, so let's switch over to the judging room, and we'll be back in a few.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll move us on.
Yeah.
All right, guys, here we are, round 1 of episode 4 of Wrenched. We're in the judging round. Looks like the judges have a lot of things to discuss, so judges, go ahead.
All right. Despite a slow start by Palomar, I think he actually had the most solid build of the 4. His use of the regulator was completely correct, and he was just missing a overflow chest for items that didn't fit in the regulator. But other than that, I think it was a pretty solid build.
Yeah, for someone who's never used a regulator before. Which he hasn't. He said that before. And the fact that it looks like an elephant gives me bonus points for me.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, it does. It looks like 4 legs in the trunk, and yeah. So creativity-wise and technical-wise, I think he's definitely in still.
Yeah. I don't know what Covert says.
Leaves it. Yeah.
It works about the same as Tom's. Same level of success in functionality. It's prettier, I'll say that much.
Yeah. Tom's just had a few minor issues going over. Yeah, segueing into his.
Parmar's done a solid build, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Not going out, is he?
No, Thomas. He unfortunately built a little too close to the chest, and he was missing flowers. Maybe a couple other things. I think he had his regulator set up incorrect, but
And in fairness, I don't think anyone properly used the regulator. Is that true? Except for
Pa did.
Pa did.
Pa did?
Yeah, he had he had the honeycomb in both the left and right slots.
Right. But
for the purposes that he was meant to be using it for, it's not what I'd have used the regulator for. But
right. Like basically, what I just want to make the note that almost everybody used the regulator in the same way that they could have used a pipe or a filter.
Yeah.
Except for maybe Odadex, who kind of used it right, but then also had a little mistake with his pneumatic tubing.
Yeah.
Yep. So
minor issue there. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I know where I stand. I'm very clear on this. This is very easy for me.
Okay. How about Covert and Tog? Do you have a decision yet? And we won't announce it on air, but we'll say it afterwards. Do you guys have a decision?
I'm going to have to vote for Tom's.
No, as in,
for
what, to leave?
Yeah, which one to get wrenched?
To leave? Give wrench?
Yeah, we're
Yep. We'll you know what? We'll cut the recording here, and then we'll discuss it privately, and then come back in a moment to hear the official wrenching, because I don't want to spoil it.
Okay, cool.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Wrenched, at the end of round 1 of episode 4. We're about to find out who is leaving us today. All right, guys, I'm heading down. So, the competitor who's going to go ahead and be wrenched from the competition today is... Slowpoke, you want to flip the lever for me?
Will do.
Drum roll, please.
Heading over there now, and...
I'm sorry to say, but it is... Odadex.
It's been flipped.
No.
Sorry, Odadex. Sorry.
Hugs.
Judges?
Yeah, I don't mind saying here. I mean,
go ahead, Slow.
I personally think the pump killed you.
Yeah,
I think
it did.
So much time was wasted on the pump and that it killed your build. And it's unfortunate because I would have liked to have seen it complete. And that's literally it. I think the pump killed you.
I liked your garden.
Yeah, the garden was very pretty.
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe that's a possible misunderstanding. There are a lot of forestry machines that do need water or some form of liquid, but they're generally indicated by a tank in the machine.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I built a pump before the centrifuge, and only then we realized that it was a mistake.
Well, Odadex, we definitely appreciate you having here as a contestant on Wrenched. I hope you had a good time with us.
Yeah, I did. Thank you very much for the opportunity. And I must say that being on this side of the playing field is a lot different than on the other side.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Absolutely. It's definitely meant to be a very challenging map. So thank you very much, Odadex. You're welcome to hang out and just kind of, watch the other players build for the next rounds if you'd like. But I know it's getting a little bit late your time. So, all right, we're going to wrap up this episode of Wrenched. So this has been episode 4, round 1 of Wrenched. Hope you guys enjoyed watching it. And come back tomorrow to see round 2. This is Direwolf20 signing off. Take it easy.